Here we are at the Cakewalk by BandLab page. I am using Windows 7 or higher. I'll hit download. I have really good internet, so it's done. Run that like you would any installer. Head over to Apps. Install Cakewalk. Add add-ons if you want. I'm not going to. And now we can open it. So once you've installed it, you could just click one of these. Make sure to go up here to the workspace settings. I had a student who was unable to find everything I was telling her to look for because this had defaulted to basic instead of advanced. A bunch of DAWs do this where you can have a dumbed down interface without all the tools. I highly recommend going to advanced right off the bat and learning everything from the start. Here we have a MIDI track and an audio track that was auto-populated with the basic template. This has detected and set up my interface completely already. I'm using a Focusrite Claret USB audio interface. But this is where you would go to select any other input or output, including MIDI. There it shows I have an Alesis Q88 plugged in via USB that is auto-selected. I do not have an old school MIDI device plugged into my Focusrite. So if I record enable this, you can see it's monitoring my mic input right now. And if I were to hit record, hello there. You can also hear that the metronome is on. If I wanted to create an instrument track, you right-click in this void here. Insert instrument. Looks like it comes with a TTS1. And then for my input, I want to use my keyboard. But if you don't have a keyboard, you can use a virtual controller instead. You could have that auto record enable, open it up. So here's the user interface for the instrument itself. And here's the virtual controller. You can use your keyboard to type on there. It's actually pretty handy if you don't have a keyboard. Whatever channel you have selected over here occupies this first mixer channel space. Over here you can add audio effects to taste. For example, Cakewalk's built-in reverb. If you want to pull up an instrument plugin after you close it, you click this little box there, and it comes up. Over here on the right, you have a browser of instruments and effects as well. So those are all the basics of the program. So have fun with it. There are plenty of other tutorials available for mastering this thing. The BandLab assistant that popped up originally, every once in a while it will ask you to go to this drop down and refresh your activation. The program is free ever since BandLab purchased Sonar and owns Cakewalk. But just because it's free doesn't mean they don't want you to check in every once in a while. It's also where you go to install additional instruments and other add-ons. Though you can just add all of your existing VSTs to this as well.